This is Daniel Barrett, Believe and Achieve TV. Today we're in Liverpool filming Inside the Mind of episode 2 at Body Power Gym. We're about to go inside the mind of Camille Estridge.
Hello, my name is Camille Estridge. Some people, well probably most, know me as Killer Cammy. How do I begin this story, which I don't really like talking about? I was diagnosed with a benign brain tumour in 2012. I was 22 at the time, the 1st of June in fact. So what it was with the benign brain tumour, my neurologist told me in 5 to 10 years it will turn to cancer. Pregnancy can make the tumour grow. At the time my tumour was only 2 centimetres, which wasn't too bad, but removing the tumour can cause problems. I had a risk of being paralysed on the right side, losing my memory, my vision, my speech, which was very petrifying. I didn't know what to do. It took me 18 months to decide, and I just thought, I can't go on with the rest of my life thinking what if. Just take the risk, because the last thing I could possibly think of is having cancer, especially in the brain. So there was no way I could have coped with it any longer. The way my life was, the way I was just so down and low and just hated being alive. Like, I just felt like, why me? You always hear about things like cancer and you never expect it to be you or someone close around you, but when it is, I think that's when you got to stop and look at life and feel like, what am I doing? So I made the choice of getting it removed, which was very painful. I wish that no one, not even my worst enemy, going through all that torture. I was the youngest on my ward by 18 years, which scared me. The fact that then women and men who were around me were on the 2nd or 3rd tumour. Some tumours couldn't even be removed. That's how far deep it was in the brain. So I just felt like I'm one lucky girl. So in a way, I am happy I had a brain tumour because it changed my life for the best. Now I value life totally differently. It's not about material things or spending ridiculous money and time on things that aren't relevant. Where's that going to get me? Nowhere. So after my operation, I looked terrible, as I do now. No, my face was absolutely humongous, like so swollen. My head, I couldn't even wear my glasses. I couldn't wear my glasses for about 3 weeks. That's how swollen my head was. Couldn't wash my hair for 4 weeks as well because of infections. I actually started going to hairdressers every 12 days after the 4 weeks, getting washed and blown because I was petrified to touch my own head. That's how scary it was. I would not look in mirrors. I could not look in the mirrors. I couldn't look at my face and look at me. I hated myself. I just was so down. I couldn't really chew or speak properly because the left side of my jaw, that's how they had to go through as well to remove the tumour, was like closed. I didn't realise that's mainly the side that I chew on as well. So eating was horrible then, even speaking, just being alive. The amount of medication still didn't take that pain away. I started having seizures, which was awful, in the dentist, in the cinema, in the restaurants. It was so embarrassing. So 8 weeks literally after the operation, I remember my surgeon saying you can go to the gym. So 8 weeks that day I went to the gym. I couldn't really do much because of the pressure towards my head, but that's how I started doing yoga and Pilates, which did help my body and my mind totally. So for me it was like therapeutic for me to go in the gym and be around people, you know, who want to look after themselves, health and mind. So I started going to a couple of gyms, went from 1 to 2 to then 3, which weights weren't really my specialty. I never really looked at weights and wanted to lift them. It was more bodyweight training and trying to get flexible. That was my main goal. So the operation was November 2013. I met Leah and Darren June 2015, and that's when I got serious with training. That's when people came up to me, approached me and said, you look like you have a rare potential, we'd be happy to help and support you, maybe start doing bodybuilding. people did come up to me previously before that saying I had a good physique, maybe look into it. I wasn't really into bodybuilding. I didn't really know much about bodybuilding, and to me I automatically thought I do not want to look like a man. That's how it just came across to me. So when I met Dan and Leah, the owners of Body Power Gym in Liverpool, I thought, okay then, these own a gym, they look really well and are seeing a lot of trophies, why not? And it went from there really, and now it is my life. It is a big chunk of my life. Like, I can't imagine waking up and not eating and prepping my meals and going to the gym first thing in the morning and then deciding what I'm going to do tomorrow, and then the next day and do measurements on my body, checking myself out all the time, weighing myself, which I really used to do, and just, you know, being around people that can encourage me and push me and keep me motivated. So I have to thank Dad and for Leah a lot for what they did for me and making me, you know, realise anything is possible. And I feel like it's definitely something that I have a passion for, and it's all I basically want to do with my life. People might find it a bit boring and stuff like that, but for me it's rewarding and it keeps me happy, and that's what life's about. Find what you love, and I have with bodybuilding. So I feel like with the treatment, what I went through, unfortunately I had to go through that, but it has not helped me with my life. I switched it up and made myself a lot more happier and better, and like I say, I value life totally differently. I can't imagine not training, not being in a gym. I can't. That is just me and what I love and want to do. At the end of the day, we'd all have been through, I hate hospitals. I don't want to be there again. So for me, I'm trying to look after my health as much as I possibly can. You only get one body, look after it, and that's what I'm trying to do. So my main goal is to be on the Olympic stage one day. If it happens, I'll be absolutely over the moon. I'm pushing my goals. That's my aim in life, and that's my ambition. I can't think of anything else but being rewarded by Arnold, him handing me a trophy. That means all the hard work and all what I've been through in my life had finally paid off. So I wouldn't class myself as a pro until Arnold gives me my trophy. That's me. So yeah, people tend to look at things differently. To me, I'm happy with what I've been through, and surprisingly it's helped me and changed my life for the better. So thank you. Things do happen for a reason. Unfortunately, it was a lot of pain, and at the time I felt like my life was over, but looking back, it was a good thing for it to happen. Luckily I found it when I did. If I didn't find it when I did, then it would have been totally different. But like I say, things happen for a reason, and we're here for a reason, so make the most of the time you got, because who knows what's around the corner.